Our veterans have been fighting on 2 war fronts, in Iraq and Afghanistan, but those loved ones here at home have been fighting on 4 war fronts. They're fighting for their marriages, they're fighting for their families, they're fighting for their physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, and they're also fighting for their faith.
It seems like forever my husband's just been in war. He's been at war more than he's been home for the last 7 years. For a while, felt very alone. You don't get to meet people that go through what you go through.
My husband went to Iraq in 2005, came back in 2007. He was there for a 12-month tour. It took about a year before we started seeing symptoms of PTSD.
He was this tall, 6'4" military policeman, a heart of gold. However, when he came back that day, I remember receiving him, and he was not that person anymore.
I got an email from a friend, and it was to go see Marshall speak at Woodman one day. And when I heard her speak, my jaw dropped to the floor because I could identify with so much of it. And I was able to then understand that's what that is. That's where all this craziness is coming from.
Hope for the Home Front brings these women together in small group settings. Hope for the Home Front also brings these women together for weekend experiences, retreats, which are called When War Comes Home, Don't Retreat. These women come together, they identify with each other, they make new friendships. They come feeling very much alone. When they leave, they have a sisterhood.
Everybody wants to just keep it inside, or they're not sure who they can and can't confide in, and we don't want to be embarrassed, I think, as spouses of husbands that have PTSD.
78% of the veterans and the troops that end up seeking help for post-traumatic stress, that end up seeking help for traumatic brain injury, that end up seeking help for depression or for any of the aftermath of war, 78% of those veterans did so because a woman in their life cared enough to have the resources to seek out her own physical, mental, and spiritual health so that she could be empowered and be ready to help that veteran when he realized, okay, now I'm ready for help.
So I took her book home, When War Comes Home, and I read it, worked through it. I realized by reading that I needed to help myself. I realized it wasn't just his journey. It wasn't just about him. It was about me. If I wanted to help my family, my children, I had to get better.
We have committed ourselves to being a voice for these women and letting them know that they're not alone and letting them know that what they're experiencing is not unique, and that there are people who care and there are organizations and resources that can strengthen them to serve better.
I can't imagine how many women are just longing for this, because I've been longing for a retreat like this for so long, to be able to connect and get more educated.
And in addition to the retreats, these women are forming their own communities online, on Facebook.
I won't be surprised if people all over the United States, even the world, are going to say, this is what we need. Come here now, please, we need you.
We at Hope for the Home Front can't do it alone, so we invite you to join us in reaching and restoring women whose lives are touched by the life and service of a combat veteran.